It's Antoine Williams, and this is the eNation YouTube channel, here with another video. The date is August 17th, 2024, and today I have another video of a guy. He made this little short saying, "I know damn well you're not looking for love with less than $1,000 in your bank account." Yeah, I seen this, I think literally yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make a video reacting to this." Because it's just another example of somebody leading with money, like thinking like, okay, well, if you don't have $1,000 in the bank, you can't be out here looking for love. Why not? I don't know this person, so I'll go ahead and I clicked to read more. Let's see what he said. Maybe I can get a little bit of insight on what his thought process is, why he thinks this. He said, "This was me, but then I realized, like, damn, how the hell am I gonna take care of a female when I can barely take care of myself, laugh my ass off? Luckily, in today's world, with how the internet is and social media, you can literally make $500 to $1,000 per day from your phone." Right. Yeah, maybe like some people can find some sort of way. Maybe some people, but the majority of us normal people, that's not true. After I discovered digital marketing, I can honestly say if you are broke right now, it's because you want to be. This might be the most simple business model I've ever seen. You can literally buy done for you. Okay, that's not even a. You can literally buy done for you. That's what it says. Digital. Oh, okay. I guess it doesn't. You can literally buy done for you digital products from other people and resell them for 100% profit, which means you spend none of your time creating the digital products, and all you have to do is learn how to market. I created the Elite Digital Wealth Package. This bundle comes with 12 DFY guides that teach you how to create, launch, and sell digital products. You get to rename, rebrand, and resell all these products for 100% profit. This product has brought in four-figure weeks for myself and multiple others. This bundle is valued at $647. I'm letting it go for only $47 right now. Comment or DM me ready and start making money ASAP. Okay, this is my first time reading this. Sounds to me that he's pretty much saying, you can make money online, buy my product, and I'll show you how to make money online. Not like the irony is that buying his product on how to make money online is actually how he's making money online. which is just a circle. Like, okay, so you sell me a product while we're teaching me how to make money online, and you make money off of that. Then I make a product. So then, once I realize what happened, then I make a product teaching other people to make money online. Then when other people find out, and then it just goes on forever. But he's suggesting these, Elite Digital Wealth Package, 12 DFY guides to teach you how to create, launch, and sell digital products. I don't know anything about this, but I'd rather just work a job. I mean, just the numbers that he's saying you're gonna make $500 to $1,000 per day from your phone. I mean, if everyone could do that, wouldn't everyone do that? I'm not really buying that. But I would have preferred if this guy would have just said that instead of saying this first part first. I wouldn't even respond to this video. I wouldn't even looked at it. I wouldn't even have read through this. He got me to read it. But like, all he's done is aggravate me. It's not going to cause me to buy his product. So he really didn't. I guess the beginning was like he said, "This was me," but then I realized, like, damn, how the hell am I going to take care of a female when I can barely take care of myself? Laugh my ass off. So if you can barely take care of yourself, you can barely take care of a female. Why? My question to that would be, why do you have to be able to take care of a female to find love? Why do you have to have more than $1,000 in your bank account to find love? That would be my question. And then my argument would be, you don't need to have more than $1,000 in your bank account to find love. You need more than $1,000 in your bank account if you're going to run around and pay for sex, but that's different than finding love. When I was 24, 25, I was just getting out of college. I didn't have any money in the bank, but I met a woman who I was with for years, and I guess I can say I found love. I was with her for a good amount of time, and I was broke. I didn't have no money in the bank. I never touched $1,000. I had touched $1,000, but barely. I barely touched $1,000 in my life, and none of it. I didn't have any of it when I met her. I went out, met her, She came over and we started spending time together. It had nothing to do with how much money I had in the bank. I mean, I had my own apartment and a car and stuff, and that kind of showed her like I wasn't a complete bum. But I didn't need to have more than $1,000 in my bank account. She never asked. It never came up, and that was never a consideration. And I would argue that that's how it should be. You shouldn't have to lead with money. Um, Someone who thinks like this will lead with money, and if you lead with the thing is, if you start giving money for love, $1 is too much, and a million, a billion will never be enough. It'll just keep going on. It's like drugs. Taking one drug is too much, and taking a ton of drugs a day will never be enough. It'll always need to be more, and that's the problem with that situation. It just doesn't work. You're better off finding someone who likes you for you, who actually enjoys spending time with you. What you give each other is that time together, enjoying your time together, enjoying each other's company. I would argue that is the most important thing, not how much you make. Obviously, you need to be able to make enough to support yourself and take care of yourself. But, and I thought this as soon as I read it. He said, how the hell am I going to take care of female when I can barely take care of myself? Why? Okay, you said female. But what you should have said was woman, because it's not a girl. We're all over the age of 18. We're all adults. She's a woman. Why would you have to take care of another? My counter question to this question is, why would you have to take care of another grown woman? She's a grown adult. As adults, we have a responsibility to take care of ourselves. When you're a minor, your parents have a responsibility. Whoever's your guardian or whoever's has custody of you, it's their responsibility to make sure you eat. You have the basics: food, water, shelter, clothing. Emotional support, health care, all of that. It's when you're an adult, all that is your responsibility. You are responsible for yourself. So why would it be that, to be with a female, you have to now take custody of her, you don't have to do all this stuff? That's untrue. And that's not the standard in the culture that I would like to see. It just doesn't, that's not a good way to go. And I remember, I seen this yesterday. I read the comments when I was laying down reading it. And there's actually a lot of people responding the way I did. Oh wait, here we go. Oh, okay, well no. The first ones aren't people who agree with me. So this person said, you shouldn't be looking for love if you have less than 5K to your name. And if you don't agree, you're part of the problem. So am I just paying for love? Let's think about this. Most people, for me, I was very lucky that I had a lot of grandparents in my life. Because I think the parent example is too close. And they have custody of you, so it's not a good example. But I think this is a better example. Think of a grandparents or cousins or uncles or aunts or your siblings. You had love for them. They had I'm sure there's at least, maybe you didn't get along with a lot of them, maybe you didn't get along with the majority of them, maybe you had a lot of issues in your family. But I'm sure you could think of your dog. There's always there's usually a good example of someone in your life who you love because you were around them, you enjoyed being around them, they were family, and that was it. It wasn't, well, they give me this, they take care of me, this and that. Like parents, I would argue that isn't why you love them, but it is part of the relationship. So I think it's better to take it away from that. Think of it as like I said, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, your aunts and uncles, your grandma and grandpa. They weren't really in charge of taking care of you. That wasn't part of the relationship. They didn't have to take care of you at all to care about you. And think about it like this. Think about it. You should think about the relationship in the same way. They shouldn't have to take care of you and do all this stuff for you to love you. That's not reasonable. I don't want to live in a world like that. I don't think that's the way we should go. So what she's saying is, if you don't have 5K, if you shouldn't be looking for love if you have less than 5K to your name, and if you don't agree, you're part of the problem. No, I don't think that matters. I think that looking for love and looking for someone to be with and be around, it doesn't matter much as long as you don't have more pressing issues like you can't eat. I don't think it's a huge deal, and I think that thinking that the guy has to bring money or whatever is just not a good idea. I don't think that it makes a good sense. So here's some of the comments to her comment. Unless you're a woman, then you can be dead broke and in debt. Saying, okay, if you're a guy, you have to bring money. If you're a woman, you don't. that's just ignorant. Like that's just like that's not even a reasonable, like, if someone's saying this and being serious, which this has 202 likes, so there's people who agree with what they're saying. Unless you're a woman, then you can be dead broke and in debt. I don't know if they were being sarcastic or if they were being serious, but that's really the opposite of what you want to bring into. Like, I'm actually kind of against that. I'm against that might be part of the problem here, is people coming into relationships not only not having money to take care of themselves, but also being in debt. It's like, what are you doing? Like, that's not, that now you're being like a burden on the other person, like, and you're expecting things out of them. That sounds toxic. That is not what you should be doing. Like, you should be, outside of being in a relationship at all, you should be thinking, what am I doing wrong? Why am I in debt? Why am I broke? What can I do to solve it? And I'm not saying to sit there and be like, I'm a horrible person, I'm a worthless person, I'm dumb, I'm this, I'm that. I'm not saying to think like that negatively, self-deprecating, or putting yourself down, or attacking your own self-worth, or hurting your own self-esteem. I'm not saying to do any of that. I'm completely against that. I'm completely against that type of thought process in people's heads. I'm completely against being negative against yourself, because it just perpetuates more of the same. I'm saying that, like, when you're going into a relationship, you should think, well, I don't have a job. I owe all this money. Like, I should work on that. I should get a job. I should have money saved, and I should get myself into a situation where I'm in no debt. You shouldn't be thinking, the person I'm going to be with needs to have all this stuff because I don't have it, so I want them to give it to me. Like, that isn't, we're adults here. It's not another person's responsibility to take care of you. That's just the truth. So, yeah, I 100% disagree with that statement. Here goes the next one. It says, loyalty before greed. Laugh my ass off. Better change your bio, then hit the gym. Loyalty before greed. Loyalty before greed. I'm trying to understand the comment. Loyalty before greed. I don't really understand what they mean. Loyalty before greed. I guess I'm not. If someone in the comments wants to explain me what they think that means, it says, what does it say? Loyalty before greed. Laugh my ass off. Better change your bio, then hit the gym. Okay. So if somebody in the comments wants to respond and just tell me what they think that they meant by that, because I'm not understanding. Let's see, next one. Ma'am, one of your posts you claim to be next to a Honda Civic. Oh, they're responding to the original person who said, you shouldn't be looking for love if you have less than 5K to your name. And if you don't agree, you're part of the problem. And they're responding to that. Ma'am, one of your posts, you claim to be next to a Honda Civic when you were actually next to a Subaru. We can't take you seriously anymore. Oh, okay, personal attacks, whatever. And somebody else commenting her says, you're expired, withering away till you die, all because you're too broke to sustain yourself, so you need another for monetary gain. I mean, that's kind of a harsh way to explain what I already said, that, like, you shouldn't be looking for someone else to take care of you. Yeah, exactly. You can't sustain yourself, so you need another for monetary gain. That hits the hammer on the head. I guess it's funny because I didn't come in the video thinking this, but I think it's true. It's like, you shouldn't need other people to sustain you. When I was moving out here, because I'm by myself now, one of my grandmas was really against me moving out here. And she's saying, why would you do a stupid thing like that? And I was like, why not? I'm like, I'm completely independent. I don't need anyone here. I'm like, I spend a lot of time by myself. If I see you guys during holidays and stuff, it's about the same amount of time I see you now. Like, if I come and visit, like, I don't see you guys for months sometimes because I'm doing my own things. You guys are doing your own things. We'll have our own lives. If I move, it actually has no bearing on our relationship because you'll still see me the same amount. I'm like, I'm independent. I don't have to ask anyone for anything. And that didn't satiate her frustration, but I think it relates to this because he's saying you're expired, withering away till you die, all because you're too broke to sustain yourself, so you need another for monetary gain. Like, it relates to this because that's kind of what they're saying. Like, you need the other person. You want them to have more than 5K in the bank because you need them for monetary gain. You shouldn't even be going down that road. You should not need other people for money. Once you're an adult, like it makes, like, when I was like 21, 22, 23, you're still starting out. You may need, like, some training wheels. Like, your family helps you a little bit. Some people, honestly, when they're more mature at that age, they don't even need that. They immediately move out. They immediately start to build, and they may struggle a little bit, but they get through that, and then they're not going around saying, well, I need help for this, I need help for that. Like, nobody is obligated to help you once you're like 18. So it's nice that they do, but if you sort of depend on that, and you need other people for monetary gains just to sustain yourself, I think the best thing to do is to look in the mirror and ask yourself what you're doing wrong, how you can improve. And like I said, it's not about this person's putting them down. And I'm saying it's not about putting yourself down and attacking your own character. It's about just holding yourself to a standard and increasing your expectations and working hard towards a goal. And then if you don't succeed in the goal, ask yourself why you're not succeeding in the goal. And it's being productive, trying to figure out what the problem is. And I'd say that's more important than worrying about if the person you're talking to has more than $1,000 in their bank account. Because if you're self-sustained and they're self-sustained, then that doesn't matter. So yeah, let's see what else I can comment here. Why do you need money? Love is priceless unless you a simp. Exactly. Love is priceless. And that's what I was saying with $1 is too much and an infinite amount of money is never enough. Once you're paying, this is another way to say something. Love is priceless. Love is priceless. That's like what J. Cole said. Money can't buy you love because it's overpriced. You can't pay for that. It's one thing money can't buy. Money can't buy time. Well, I guess I can if you go to the right, pay for a doctor. But money can't buy you love. It can buy you sex, but it can't buy you love. Then somebody's disagreeing with them. Did you really just ask why you need money? Taking them out of context. They said, why do you need money? In this case means for love, to look for love. They said, did you really just ask why you need money? Obviously, we all know we need money to, pay for food, eat, food, water, shelter, everything. He's saying, why do you need money? The real question is, why do you need money to look for love? It's like you don't. You need money to sustain yourself. As long as you can sustain yourself while you're doing it. And yeah, you don't need $1,000 in your bank account to sustain yourself. Because if you're paying all your bills and you have food, water, shelter, you have everything you need, you don't need to have a bunch of money in the bank. This is what I saw before that that really prompted me to make this video. This person is just another person on the same type of time the guy who made this post is. He said, the talking stage is already costly nowadays, my boys. Why is it costly for you? It's not costly for me, and it shouldn't be costly for anyone. It's talking. You're just talking. I was talking to my best friend about this the other day, like how when I went on a date back in 2021 when I was single for a brief period then, I invited her to the park, and we walked around the park and got to know each other. And I was sitting there talking to her, and I realized it wasn't going to go anywhere. But if it was going to go anywhere, let's say I met her at the park. The park is free. I just had to pay to drive there, which was, what was that, like $3 gas? And I had a water bottle, which was what, a couple cents out of the pack that I bought from Walmart. So I walked around with the water. She walked around with me. We walked for like an hour and talked, got to know each other. Let's say it didn't work out. I wasn't into her. I don't think she was into me. But let's say it did work out. We talked, and then we could go to the park, or we could go get some coffee. Coffee would be what, $5-10. We'd go to the movies. What would that be? $20-30, $50 maybe. And really, if she's an adult, like, she can pay for herself. So what am I paying? I'm paying $10-20 for myself. So we go to the movies. We'll get coffee. That's $25. Then that's 3 dates. So by then, I've been talking to her on the phone. We've been talking. Let's say we got along and everything's going well. By then, we're probably getting physical. By then, she's probably coming over. So the whole process there, going from meeting her to dating her, would have costed me $25. And you're saying that if I have less than $1,000 in my bank account, I shouldn't even be looking for love. And you're also saying that the talking stage is already costly nowadays, my boys. You guys are willing this into existence. It doesn't need to exist. It's just numbers. And I'm not saying like, oh, well, everything I say is just the way it should be, is the way it is. And this is what I'm saying. This is like, I'm just counting it out and saying, what are you talking about? I'm like, if this is the way it is for you, it's because you guys are doing it. It's not like it's gonna rain whether I agree that it should rain or not. but this is something that can be controlled. So let me look at the comments, see if anybody's, nope, the person who made the post is co-signing them, saying laugh my ass off facts, and that's it. Nobody's. Oh, here's the other one that I saw yesterday. It says, that's why 100% of y'all relationships fail now. Money is literally the root of 100% of y'all marriages. They take money away, y'all wouldn't even last because you don't know how to love each other unconditionally. Yeah, you need money to survive, but not to be happy and loved by each other. Exactly. The only people who are like that are people who, like, there's like, they just have a bad, I think they just have some like issues they need to work out. Like people who are like that fixated on money, they need to let some things go and just calm down a little bit. They need to like reassess their thought process on things, because money is not everything, especially not in a relationship. I think he said perfect. Yeah, you need money to survive, but not to be happy and loved by each other. Yeah, exactly. You need money to survive, but not. It shouldn't be the focal point of your relationship. But yeah, I mean, I think that's all I have to say on the topic today. Just another day. I was supposed to go out last night, but I decided to stay, and I didn't feel like it. I just walked around the neighborhood a little bit, got a little more comfortable with my surroundings. And today, I will probably go out. I'd say the tickets to get in that club are probably gonna be $10. I don't even really want to drink anymore right now, so I might drink an energy before I go, dance a little bit, and I might meet a female, and maybe we'll start dating. And you know what? I won't need to have $1,000 in my bank account to do it. And I don't think, and if you're out there worried about, how much money you have in your bank account before you meet people, I suggest you don't worry about that, and you just go out and put yourself out there. That's what I'm about to do. And so I'll see you guys in the next one. It was fun.